Teach Me Grappling, Coach Brian Peterson right here. These are a couple of my wrestlers. Wanted to show you guys how they flow. We've got the biggest kid on my team versus the smallest kid. Little Jake Quintana wrestles at 106 pounds, and Ben Gould wrestles at 195. We are now postseason. This was today, and we wanted to show you guys how little guys can train with big guys. You know, it's commonly said that the wrestlers, you know, they're all strength, and you know, wrestling is a sport where you got to use muscle, and it's you know, certainly that's all important. But I've been saying for years, it's really not that different than Jiu-jitsu. There are a few differences that I might go into, but generally speaking, and my guy right here actually didn't keep the camera on the two he was supposed to. Now he's showing another one of our state-ranked kids, Braden Smelzer, working with one of our ladies, Shawnee Tyson, who's also a very good wrestler in her own right. And he had one job, to stay on these two. And there's a duck under by Ben. Notice how they move with each other. Ben's a lot bigger. He's almost about 100 pounds bigger than Jake. And, you know, he's able to flow and move, and they're going to find different positions. If you're not used to wrestling, a lot of this stuff may not make a lot of sense. And then again, my kid Anthony, another one of my really great wrestlers, senior, he's the one filming right now. Now he's got Coach John with Max, and watching as they go at it, but he was supposed to keep it on the two kids that I asked for. But anyway, I'm going to scold him in a second for it. There's a nice little whizzer by Coach John as he gets the go behind on Max. Max is trying to keep the leg to not give up a takedown. Really, I guess right there he probably already gave it up. Definitely he gave it up right there.
They're recording to everybody. What?
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, camera.
Now we gotta start all over.
Go again. Start all over. Start all over. I'm sorry, camera. I made a mistake.
What's up, guys? I just want to say this is all Anthony's fault.
Sorry. Take two.
The best scrambles ever.
I am. I know.
Okay, we are back, and now we're going to keep it on these two. There's Ben with some nice movement, gets in on a single leg. Jakes looks for a counter with a switch, then he decides to duck the leg. Again, these are going to get into some crazy scrambles between two of our best wrestlers on the team. Ben is a senior. Jake is only a freshman. Both of them are state-ranked in the state of California. We have high hopes for both of them. Valencia this year, the team I coach, we have 4 state-ranked kids this year. Whoa, and there was a nice attack, and Jake just got out of there. Again, nice outside single. And again, just trying to show you guys the flow. It's too often that people feel that wrestling has to be done in a manner where you are just killing yourself the entire time, squeezing. That's how I was brought up. I think in the sport of wrestling, we have heroes like Dan Gable, and the intensity of Dan Gable was, has just permeated wrestling so much as you watch these guys just get into amazing scrambles. That hard wrestling is something that is, there's a nice little sumigeshi, and Jake cartwheels it and says, nope, I'm not giving it to you. They're funk rolling, scrambling. I know I'm jumping around here, but Dan Gable is kind of the guy I think should be credited for giving wrestling the American style of just go and get after it. And it's not just him. I mean, he wasn't the only one, but he's definitely was a big popularizer of the sport. And for me coming up, he was the guy that everybody knew about. Nowadays with YouTube, there's Jake looking for a spladle on Ben. Ben kind of lifts him, tosses him around, but Jake's got great balance. So cartwheels off. Nice inside tight. Look, Ben with the cartwheel looking to set Jake up, so Jake stayed low so he wouldn't get set up for the leg attack off the cartwheel. So wrestlers can flow, guys, and this is what I think how most guys should train. They should have days like this. There's Ben trying to go for the leg. Jake spins underneath with a nice forward roll to try to get his own leg. He decides to let the leg go. Obviously with the size difference, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot sometimes if Ben doesn't want him to do it. But either way, both of these wrestlers can get a great workout. Nice little scissor takedown right there, but just from the mat. Ben loves the scissor takedown. He's not allowed to do it in folk style except in that position when they're already on the mat. There's an outside single. Jake's got a whizzer. He's attempting to cartwheel the whizzer with the whizzer to kill the underhook. A lot of college guys are using that nowadays. Also internationally, the Russians are doing it. A lot of funk rolling right here. Jake's looking for the cradle, but he can't crimp there. Ben's head to his knee. They go back up on their feet. So, again, if you come from Jiu-Jitsu, there's an ankle pick from way afar. Trying to catch Jake out of position. Little knee pull single by Jake. Picking up the single. Again, Ben's looking for the easy techniques. He hits a nice little kind of cartwheel out of the single leg to get a takedown. Little reversal there. Nice little 2-on-1 off the collar tie to the outside single. Again, Ben steps around, spins to try to defend. He's got a closed whizzer. Tries to roll Jake. Jake ends up coming out on top. Again, there's a little give and take there. Jake's got a chicken wing. Can't keep him down. Cuts him loose. Nice little snap with a low single. Little John Smith low single. Ben's funking around just like a lightweight. Again, he weighs 200 plus pounds. He wrestles at 197s. It's 195 with a 2-pound allowance. But, he can move. So he's in his 4th year of wrestling. We've been developing Ben. He's one of the top kids in the state. He's still undefeated. 30-0 right now. Again, Jake's only got 2 losses on the season. So doing quite well. Actually, 4 losses now after his last tournament was tough. He ended up 4th at the California Invitational. But wrestling very well for a freshman. Again, wrestlers can flow, you guys. This is a perfect example of it. This is not the only time it's ever happened. There are programs out there that do this every single day. And I want to say that this is how you develop a lot of skill. Too much, in my opinion, of wrestling at practices, you high school wrestlers and you high school coaches and you parents of high school wrestlers out there. There's a nice little Granby. Kids wrestle too competitively too often, and that's how you get injured. That's how you don't feel your techniques. Look at that kind of technique there by a big man. Obviously, he's tossing a little guy around, but it's about finding out the possibilities. They are experimenting, and this is something I encourage. A lot of people will say, oh, it's sloppy wrestling, and it couldn't be further from the truth. This is how wrestlers figure out the scrambles. If you look at how many scrambles these kids have been in, just in this one little session, you'll see, look at the over-under there. Ben's looking to go upper body. Jake's learning how to deal with it. Oh, Ben chose to do a little too much throw-by. Jake tried to Granby out of that and got tilted. Again, if Ben wants to use his strength, he can and control him, but they're still looking for techniques. They're not afraid to go with each other. A lot of times the little guy won't even want to go with the big guy because the big guy is going to smash him. But if you know how to flow, you'll be able to. Here's a very nice technique right here off of the leg attack to put Jake on his back. If you know how to flow, you can wrestle. It doesn't matter your size, 106-pounder versus a 195er. They can go at it. They can get great workouts. They can work their technique. There's a single leg by Jake. Again, he's going to try to figure out how to take Ben down. Ben's going hand control. Jake hits a nice little duck behind the leg to grab both ankles, trying to get the 2. Ben flips him over, but Jake's trying to come through again, lets the single leg go, and they're back up on their feet. So I wanted you guys to see this. This is, you could probably learn a lot, and even just the message. Wrestlers can flow, you know. There's a nice little roll through to create a scramble so he doesn't get taken down off the single leg. Again, wrestlers can flow, guys. This is a myth, and it's all about how you teach wrestling. My wrestlers, we are very competitive. We fight a lot, but you know what? We also have days like this after practice where I just tell them, just get a good sweat, get a good flow, and let's make stuff happen and learn some more wrestling. So hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
You tired?
No, never tired.
How do you feel?
I feel
a week
great.
before CIF.
Feeling strong, feeling heavy, and sweaty.
Should flex for the camera for a bit.
You know, I just want to say that he's only like one weight class bigger, not much of a weight difference. It's pretty close. But I'll be back next time. I'll get him next time.
Okay, no one asked for his interview. I don't know where he came up.
Yeah, I did. He did ask for an interview.
Is that a cut?
That is a cut.
And it's cut.